Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by Money Stocks. Today is Friday, November 2nd, 2012. Let's jump right into the charts here. We'll start off with the usual S&P 500 E-mini futures. The futures are pinned flat right now, trading unchanged at around the 1423 level. Yesterday, the market did have a big surging move to the upside. It looks like a little bit of a relief rally after an oversold condition. Plus, it looks like things are starting to get back online from the hurricane. Power is being restored in many areas. So, again, that's all it seemed to be to me. We'll see how this market plays out again. The dollar held up pretty well yesterday. The dollar really made a move, but the markets also held up very well. So, again, that's a little bit unusual to see, but sometimes when the volume is so light, that can happen. And yesterday's volume was under 100 million shares on the S&P Spiders, which is very, very light. So, we'll see how today plays out. Today probably going to be another light volume session, and we'll see how this all shakes out and plays out by the close. Couple of things to go over first. First thing we want to talk about is gold. Gold is trading down about $8 today to $1,708 an ounce on physical spot gold. The GLD is also trading lower today. You'll see the GLD this morning trading down to around 165.47. It closed at 167.07 yesterday. So down a little bit on gold. The dollar is also a little bit stronger today, trading up by 26 cents. So that's a decent little pop on the dollar. Again, when the dollar is higher, gold should be lower, and that's usually what we look for. The same case can be made for oil. Oil is generally lower when the dollar is stronger, and that is the case today. Light sweet crude is trading lower by 68 cents to $86.36 a barrel. We'll look at the USO, which is a good proxy for light sweet crude, and you can see that is also trading lower today. Right now around 31.90. It closed at 32.06. So reflecting the little dip in oil today in the USO as well. So again, watch the dollar. If the dollar remains strong today, that could put pressure on the stock market and also on gold and oil. So we'll have to keep our eyes peeled for that going forward. Now let's take a look at some stocks in the news, because we do have the big job number being released in about 6 minutes. So let's take a look at some stocks in the news first. I want to start off with LinkedIn. This has been one of the best social network stocks out there. Right now the stock is trading higher, up to 115.75. It closed at 106.85. Very, very good move for LinkedIn. It's also a strong gap, so it can trade higher. Traders should watch the 116.66, 119.73 area for intraday resistance. And if the stock climbs above there, then you just go to the double top at 125.56. That was made in mid-September. So again, strong gap up. 116.66 will be some resistance, at least short term. 119.73 will be the next resistance level. It is a strong gap, though, so remember, these things can go in through those levels, and you don't look for much at those levels if you're looking to be aggressive and short it, but it is a strong gap up, so keep that in mind. Let's take a look at Starbucks today. Everyone's favorite coffee chain, not mine. I'm not really a Starbucks fan, but either way, stock closed at 46.61 yesterday, trading up to $50.36 today. That's a decent little pop on the stock. It is also a strong gap, fairly strong. You're going to watch for a couple of levels here. Right around this level, 50.35, 50.33, there is some resistance, but you're into that level now, so you want to look higher. Watch 52.56 if it gets there. You could watch for a pullback, intraday scalp pullback there. Also 54.80. And then 57.21. I don't think it gets that high. I think the 52.56 though level is possible. So watch that level. There should be pretty good resistance in that area. Let's take a look at First Solar. I don't think this one is doing a whole lot today, but it closed at $24.74 yesterday. It's trading at $23. I'd let this one fall. This one looks like it wants to get back down to the $20.50 level, and maybe $20.60, or maybe even $20.40. It's going to be somewhere around $20.50, give or take 10 cents. There's going to be some support there. After that, it would be $18.88, and then $17.12, which is a pretty good support level. followed by 15, 16 if it does trade down there. I think it could get down to that 2060, 2050 level. So we'll watch that one there. There will be some short-term support at all of those levels mentioned. So we'll see how it plays out. Another one today in the news is Priceline. Priceline having a pretty decent gap higher. The stock closed at $586.10, trading this morning at $649. There looks to be pretty good resistance here. This is a double top from September 18th. So the 650 level does look like it is some resistance. But should it trade through there, traders should watch 665, $665.65, and then $691.75. I don't know if it trades all the way up there, but hey, if it does, right now it's going to struggle to get through the 650 level. But it is a fairly strong gap, so you want to respect it a little bit. And the 650 level is being hit right now. So again, we'll see if it can get through there. It's going to need a little bit of strength to get through there. It's already a pretty decent move higher, so nice move for Priceline today. Let's take a look at Vertex. This company has, I believe, a hepatitis C drug. This is also a pretty good sell-off today. Closed yesterday at $50.48. It's trading at $46.80. Looking at the choppy base that it was making, I think it's a fairly strong gap down at the moment. Now, there is some support down here. Let me get the level, $46.36. There's going to be support there, and then there will be more support at $41.68, possibly, and after that, really around $40.40. So keep an eye on that. If it really tumbled, then it would be $36.44. So those are your levels on Vertex, but nonetheless, I think the stock could get some bounces there. Let's take a look at Trip Advisor. Ticker symbol is TRIP, TRIP. Very simple there. Closed at $29.41. Stock is trading at $35.30. Now, this is a very, well, I don't want to say it's a thin stock, but nonetheless, it's had a very good move, and it is a strong gap up. There looks to be some resistance up here already, so traders should be well aware of that. Let me give you my exact, or at least my best levels. I never know if they're 100% exact. But it looks like right now you have to look at $35.97 or $36. So just make it $36. It could actually be in a little bit higher than 36. $38.25 is going to be another resistance level, and $40.51. So $36, $38.25, and then $40.51. Another one I'm seeing here today is Mercado Libre. This one is on the thin volume side, but I know it's a very popular stock with many of you out there. Stock closed at $86.35. It's trading right now at $81.50. Does have support at this $81.25 level. Should that break, traders should watch $78.45, $75.08, and then $71.32. It's not the strongest gap down, but it's not a weak gap either. It's kind of neutral. But those levels should give you something there. Again, these are all scalp levels, nothing more. They're not swing trading levels. They're only scalp levels, and that's really about it. We're going to tune in right now to the job unemployment number. It looks like the unemployment rate is at 7.9%. Let's go back to the futures. Futures are trading up now a little bit. So again, non-farm payrolls up 171,000. The market yesterday was banking on a strong payroll number simply because this is the last employment report, monthly job report before the election, and many people were saying it's going to be a good report. They're going to have it programmed to come out good, and this way it'll bump the president's chances a little bit. So right now that seems to be holding true. With all the job cuts that I've seen, I'm a little surprised to see 171,000 non-farm payrolls up 171,000, but it is what it is. Who believes this stuff anyway? But it makes for good headlines, and that gives the president a slight advantage going into Tuesday when you get a headline like this. So again, we'll see how this all shakes out and plays out. But futures are now trading higher by $4.75. Today is a Friday. We normally look for a flat to slightly positive day on a Friday, but hey, you never know what can happen. Traders should be on guard, but right now markets are positive after the unemployment report. So we'll leave it there. I want to wish you all a great trading day. Have a great weekend. God bless, and we'll see you on the charts on Monday. Take care, everyone.